You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, presented by the Only One Media Group. This is the people's choice for quality interviews, celebrities, and special guests. Hosted by Demetrius Dinny Reynolds. Call in to join the mix at 701-801-9813. For the complete archive of episodes, visit onlyonemediagroup.com and be sure to like us on Facebook at Vigilantes Radio. We welcome all. Enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Demetrius whodini-blak Reynolds. Enjoy the show.
At dollarseed.com, all of our seeds are only $1 a pack. And we have online resources that teach you all about the rewarding hobby of growing your own plants, flowers, herbs, and vegetables. Imagine the joy you'll feel when your children actually help you harvest your first garden crop, or the pride of knowing you'll never need a florist again. Visit dollarseed.com and grow a little magic of your own for just $1. Dollarseed.com. What could be healthier?
Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to another incredible episode of Vigilantes Radio Live right here on iHeartRadio, and I am your host, Deanie. We have another special guest for you guys, so you definitely want to stick around for that. And as a matter of fact, text your buddies, family members, or even share it on social media right now and let them know that we are about to dive deep into another interview. Before I bring my guest on, I do want to say, if there is one thing that we've come to understand and experience over the last few months and present day, is this: the more uncertain the world around us becomes, the more important it is to nurture a real and abiding peace within our hearts. When there is trouble around you, it is more important than ever to have peace within. Peace is strength at rest. It is high energy without high tension. Those who are strong enough to live in peace and at peace are the strongest indeed. Today and every day is an opportunity to put the power of peace to work in your life. Though there may be turmoil and confusion all around you, with a peaceful heart, you can find the strength to make each and every moment more beautiful than the last. Act from perspective of genuine peacefulness, and you'll act with strength, confidence, and effectiveness. Hold peace firmly in your heart, nurture it, let it flow from you, and it will give power to whatever you undertake. Find your own genuine inner peace, and with the strength of that peace, you can truly change your world. I know the world around us is going through its thing. Just keep the peace, keep the peace. That is my word, and word is bond.
Have you struggled budgeting your finances? Don't worry, you're not alone. HumbledBudget.com, that's HumbledBudget.com, is the help and resource you've been searching for. HumbledBudget.com is a personal finance and educational website with a great variety of topics when it comes to budgeting, taxes, investing, and the popular topic of FIRE, financial independence, retire early. HumbledBudget.com has a goal, and that's to help you reach your financial dreams, no matter what your goals are when it comes to finances. It doesn't matter where you start, where you come from, or where you are right now. HumbledBudget.com can help. What are you waiting for? Take that first step to the financial life you've dreamed of and go to HumbledBudget.com. That's HumbledBudget. HumbledBudget.com.
All right. Again, welcome to the show. You're listening to VRL. That's Vigilantes Radio Live right here on iHeartRadio. And I am your host, Deanie. Our interviews are designed to go beyond music, news, books, art, acting, films, technology, education, entrepreneurship, entertainment, and sometimes even past that thing that we call the ego. Our interviews are designed to go behind the scenes and into the minds of these incredible human beings. The ones who are out there giving it their all for me, for you, and for the world. Well. Listeners, brace yourselves. Returning to our show is the awesome, inspiring talent who has transformed her personal struggles into powerful anthems. She's a singer, a songwriter, a survivor. Please welcome the incredibly courageous Juliera. Hello, hello, hello.
Oh,
welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me again.
You're welcome. I probably messed up your name again.
Oh, no, that was perfect. That was perfect.
What did I say?
Juliera. What's the last time you said?
Yeah,
you said Juliera. That was perfect.
Okay. Juliera. I said the
No. I was just telling you what you said the last time. It is Juliera, correct this time.
Yeah. I was just getting ready to make fun of myself, but I got it right this time. Yay me. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now that that's out the way, it's great to have you back.
Thank you.
And we want to talk about the new song that you're promoting now. It's called Let It Ache. And it has been touching souls, as I understand it. So, yeah. First of all, let me ask you this. How does it feel to have turned something so painful into a powerful message?
I just feel like I told my story, and it just feels so good to actually say it, especially something that I had for so long I wasn't saying anything, and then I started talking and I wouldn't keep quiet about it, and then I just like shut down about it, wasn't saying anything about it anymore until I then wrote the song. So I was like, you know what, I wish I could just erase that story, but there's just some things you can't erase. And it's like, well, I guess I told my story, and it feels good to see that people actually hear the story and they love it, it makes me happy. Even before I went to the studio to record that song, I remember there was a time I had a client. She came to get her hair braided, and then she took, we were just like freestyling. She was a rapper. She was rapping to some beats, and I was like, hey, listen to the song. She was the first person I played it for. I played the beat, and I was singing it live to her. Her reaction, I was like, okay. She was like, oh my God, let me stop you right there. She was running around the room. She was like, I can't believe this. She was like, girl, I don't know what your story is, but I feel your pain.
Wow.
That's what she said to me. So I was like, oh, it felt so good. And she called her boyfriend to come over and listen to it. And then he came over, and then he was, I played the beat again, and I was singing it. And he was like, and then when I stopped, he was like, wait, was she the one singing the whole time? I was like, yeah. He was like, I thought it was coming from the TV. That it feels so good to feel like I actually said my story and people actually feel the emotion, whether or not they actually have experienced that.
Yeah. So what happens? I know at some point in time, this is all behind you. This is the past for you. Mm-hmm. And at some point in time, you'll probably get sick of singing the song because of the memory. Yeah.
I don't sometimes I don't like remembering it, but I play the song often when I'm driving. I could just tell Google to play it. I do play it. My son loves the song too, so sometimes he asks me to play it. He's like, Mommy, let's sing that song, and he calls it My Heartbreak. That's his title for the song. He calls it Though My Heart Breaks. Yeah. So and I guess I've learned to it's just it's a part of me now that I guess it's bad, but sometimes some things have to happen for some other things to happen. If I didn't have that experience, I wouldn't probably not be able to write that story, or even if I wrote the story, it just probably might not give the same emotion. So I guess I just have to embrace it, because I'm like, wow, this thing happened to me, but then this amazing thing came out of it. So I'm not gonna say I'm great. I mean, I'm grateful, not grateful. I don't know. I'm grateful for what came out of it. Right.
What I was getting at is how Kelly Clarkson, I guess, had she did breakup songs or strong woman anthems, same with Adele, and it kind of put those two artists okay, when's the next heartbreak song?
Oh.
Wow. It's okay, I'm gonna pull out when I want to feel sorry, or if I want to feel some emotions, I'll pull out Adele. If I want to feel like a strong woman, I'll pull out Kelly Clarkson or whatever. Not me per se, but I'm just saying. What happens when you become like the heartbreak singer? I know you're more than that, but if that happens, what happens?
Well, I mean, if that happens, then I'm the one that people remember when it comes to like heartbreak songs. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel like, I don't know, it's fine. It's just like, I feel like my song also kind of, I feel like in a way it would be able to inspire people to, like, when people hear my story, they'll be able to actually make the moves to get out of bad situations, I guess. I guess it makes me kind of happy that people would be able to, a lot of people don't know how to get out of situations that is, like, really bad. But I didn't stay in it. I don't know.
That's the main part people have to understand. You didn't stay in it. It's the past.
Yeah.
All right. So, your songwriting is therapeutic as it is artful. What core skills or perhaps even reluctant skills have you found were the most instrumental in helping you deliver such emotionally charged music?
Oh, I'm sorry. The first thing you said I didn't hear. Can you repeat that?
Yeah, I said that your songwriting is therapeutic, but what core skills have you found were the most instrumental in helping you deliver such emotionally charged music?
Oh, so I've always been a good writer, like in general, like if I wrote a poem or like even when I was at Northeastern in school, like when I write research papers or anything, my professors are always talking about my paper. And there was actually a time when my professor, I submitted a paper and she was like, oh my God, is it okay if I replace? She had one that she's been using all along for like the sample A student papers. And then she was like, is it okay if I use yours to replace that? I feel like every time I write something, it's easier for me to write things down than to actually say, like, just like talk. I feel like I'm a better writer than I'm actually a talker. So like, I feel like that skill alone is really one of the main things that helps me be a very good writer. And so I just find like I might not be able to express myself sometimes when I'm talking to a person the right way, but if you give me a pen and a paper, you would absolutely understand what I'm trying to say. So I feel like that is one of the skills that really, really helps me in this.
Nice. I know we didn't talk too much about Nigeria when you were on the first time, but can you take us back to the early days when you started writing at the age of 16? Like, what kind of music were you creating then?
Oh, so then I used to play different kinds of songs. I used to play Mariah Carey, Jordan Spark, Rihanna. I used to play a lot of different songs, and then sometimes I would be singing the song and then change the song into my words, or like I would just move from singing one song into singing a random song that doesn't exist that just sounds good to me. And people would be like, oh, what song is that? I don't know that one. And I'll be like, oh, it's not a song. I just made it up. And one time I know a friend of mine was telling me, we were having this conversation, and he was like, hey, you need to start writing things down. Like, he wasn't even talking about songs. He was just talking about in general. Like, if you have an idea, put it down on paper. Because, like, you get busy and things happen, and years later you might forget. But sometimes you actually have, like, great ideas that could actually mean something or turn into something great for you. And if you don't put it down and you don't write it and you forget about it, then that one great idea might just be, like, gone forever. So that's kind of one of the reasons that I actually started writing them down. And then, again, like I said, when I wrote things down, then that's when my aunt saw my writing. She was like, oh, my God, did you write this? And I said, yes. And she was like, this is really good. So it's just kind of like, it's a lot of things. It was my friend's advice to write things down, and my aunt saw it, and she was like, this is amazing. And me starting to write songs for people online to see if people who are paying for a service, if someone's paying for you to do something, you have to deliver something that they think is good enough. So I feel like all of those things together is what made me decide that, okay, I am a songwriter. At the time, I wasn't sure if I was a singer. I knew I liked singing, but I wasn't very, very sure. I knew that I could write songs. But then people started coming to know my voice too when I deliver the songs that I wrote them. So yeah, I guess that's how everything all came to be.
Yeah, you were able to build a side business. That's incredible. Yeah, and also the last time you were here, we didn't dive much into your educational journey. You moved to the U.S. for graduate school. How did that transition influence your music?
So over the years, I think, you know, if you keep doing something long enough, you get better at it. So when I got to Northeastern, I used to do a lot of writing, and then there was a song that I started, you know, like I said, I had written the first song, Hero. That was even before I came into Northeastern. But like over time, like the version that I did and released is different from, it's the same lyrics, it's the same song, the same tone, but I had to change some things in it to match the new beats that I had. And I also had to change like a few lines of the first verse and then a few lines of the second verse as well. So I guess like, you know, like being at Northeastern, doing a lot of writing, and just like over the years, I did a lot of writing in all my colleges, and it's just like that writing skill as well. I think of it general as a writing skill. So it just kind of like translates into getting better as a writer, getting better as a songwriter, as a, you know, whatever I was doing.
Indeed. All right. So you've gone through a very tough time in your personal life. We're going to play the song later. It's called Let It Ache, and it's evident in your song. So the emotional process, I know everything is a process when you're an artist, but sometimes we put the stuff in the music, but we don't really talk about it, you know. It just stays in the music. I know you were able to release all that, but how do you help people understand that they have to release these things?
Release what? The emotions or the pain?
Yeah, the pain.
Well, I mean, after everything that happened to me, I've been trying to encourage people when I see that they're in abusive, because like at first I wasn't saying anything, and I have some friends who's going through similar situation who weren't saying anything either. And then when I started talking, people started telling me their story too. And then I was like, you know, I started kind of like encourage. Like there was this other friend of mine that she actually showed me a map on her shoulder where her husband bit her. Like the scar is right there. So I was like, why aren't you doing anything? But like, why don't you just call 911 or something? Like, get yourself out of this. You have to get yourself out of this. And she was like, well, I'm thinking about it. I have to think about, you know, I love him, blah, blah. I was like, well, you love him, but, well, I mean, you would, like, I love you, right? And would I do something like that to you? I wouldn't do that to you. So if you're not going to do, now I have to think about it from your perspective. I don't think you love me if you're going to treat me a certain way, because I wouldn't treat you that way knowing that I love you. Mm-hmm. And if that's how you love, well, I mean, if you're going to put me through this kind of pain, then it's okay for you to feel the pain of me walking away too, because I don't want to. You know, so I'm like helping some friends to like get out of this, and they're having a hard time doing it. They're like, okay, I'm going to think about it. And as I'm talking to you, they're still in this relationship. But what am I going to do? I can't force people. I can only advise them, but like I cannot actually make them do it. But at least I know that I'm not keeping my mouth shut. I'm not going to be that friend who doesn't say anything.
Absolutely. All right. Well, we want to jump into the song Let It Ache. We didn't receive the single, so we'll try to share the YouTube video instead.
Okay.
Why, darling, why did you have to ruin what we had? doesn't feel safe no more. Don't want you no more. Don't want me alone. You left me no choice. Go on and kick rocks. Though my heart breaks, I'll let it ache. 'Cause I've been through what's with you. Though my heart breaks, I'll let it ache. I'll let it ache. Lies, sweetie, lies is your way of life. Say goodbye. Cold, honey, cold was how you treated me right. I'm going it alone. I know that you wanna come along. Your stone hearted door. This ain't loving enough. Don't want you no more. Don't want me alone. You left me no choice. Go on and kick rocks. Though my heart breaks, I'll let it ache. 'Cause I've been through what's with you. Though my heart breaks, I'll let it ache. I'll let it ache. And I died under your rain. Now I rise, 'cause I found my strength again. Though my heart breaks, I'll let it ache. 'Cause I've been through what's with you. Though my heart breaks, I'll let it ache. I'll let it ache. Why, darling, why?
All right, and we are back. That was Let It Ache. Yeah, guys, you gotta go watch that music video. It's pretty, oh man, it's pretty dope. All right, let's go ahead and bring our guest back. Hey, you're back live with us. I forgot to mention about our hot seat.
So
Oh,
I
yeah.
wanted to mention quickly, right? When you muted me, I didn't hear anything anymore. So I just don't know if that meant, if everybody else could hear something.
Yeah, that's just you. Just you.
Okay. All right.
All right. Yeah, that was an incredible song. Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. So our hot seat, I forgot to mention, you could perform, whether that's rapping, singing, poetry, spoken word, telling a joke, telling a story from your life, playing an instrument, or just giving some advice. The choice is yours.
I think I'm going to give an advice.
All right. Ready when you are.
So I think the advice would be similar to what I gave the last time. I just really want people to stop fighting from themselves, get out of that bad situation that you're in. Because me being in the bad situation versus now is a whole lot better now, because I could not really do anything good much for myself when I was in the bad relationship. So please do what's best for you. Know that you deserve better, and just get out, and you'll see what happens.
Absolutely. Where can our listeners connect with you online?
I am on Instagram at I am Juliera. I am on TikTok at I am Juliera. I am on Facebook at I am Juliera. Twitter at I am Juliera as well. And YouTube is youtube.com/Juliera. Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, I don't really use Twitter and Facebook as much, so I think it's better if you find me on Instagram and TikTok.
All right. Listeners, just in case you need those links, I will have them in the description of this episode. So all you got to do is just click the links. Well, we want to thank you so much, and this has been a illuminating conversation. Thank you so much for sharing your art, your wisdom, and your vulnerabilities with us. It's evident your music is not. Yeah. Man, it's just obvious your music is not only, an outlet for you, but it's also a beacon of hope for others. So friends, keep an eye out for Juliera's upcoming releases, because this is a voice you'll want to keep listening to. Until next time, keep the playlist soulful and the spirit resilient. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. All right, take care. Have a wonderful night.
Okay, then. All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello, America. Glad we could get together. This is the voice of Dominic Tony, performer from whodini-blak, here to introduce my new song, Red Robin. If you want to hear more or book me to perform in your venue, go to my website, dominictony.com, spelled DOMINICKTONY.com. Enjoy.
I heard a robin this morning. I'm feeling happy today. Gonna pack my cares in a whistle, blow 'em all away. What if I've been unlucky? Really, I ain't got a thing. But there's a time I always feel happy as a king. When the red, red robin comes bobbing along, there'll be no more sobbing when he starts throbbing his old sweet song. Ooh, wake up, you sleepyhead. Get up, get out of bed. Cheer up, the sun is red. Live, love, laugh and feel happy. What if I've been blue? Now I'm walking through fields of flowers. Rain may glisten, but still I'll listen for hours and hours. Just a kid again, doing what I did again, singing a song. When the red, red robin come bobbing along. When the red, red robin come bobbing along, there'll be no more sobbing when he starts throbbing his old sweet song. Ooh, wake up, you sleepyhead. Get up, get out of bed. Cheer up, the sun is red. Live, love, laugh and feel happy. What if I've been blue? Now I'm walking through fields of flowers. Rain may glisten, but still I'll listen for hours and hours. I'm just a kid again, doing what I did again, singing a song. When the red, red robin come bobbing along.
Get ready to be inspired. We have a powerful book that's about to take over the business world by storm. Introducing Great Entrepreneurs Are Found on the Other Side of the Pressure by Kimon S.G. Brown Shabalala. A collection of incredible stories that captures the journeys of Black women entrepreneurs who continue to triumph over adversity. Ready to learn lessons to help you on your own entrepreneurial journey? Purchase Great Entrepreneurs today at tamarindhillpress.com or on major book platforms like Amazon and Barnes & Noble. Don't miss out. Grab your copy of Great Entrepreneurs Are Found on the Other Side of the Pressure now. Get the accompanying workbook to guide you on your own entrepreneurial path.
Thank you, my Vigilantes family, as always, for checking out my podcast over here at Vigilantes Radio Live. All episodes are available for free download, and you can grab it from either Spreaker.com/Only One Media Group, Spotify, Castbox, iHeartRadio, iTunes, YouTube, the app Podcast Addict, or over at our website, which again is onlyonemediagroup.com, and that goes for every single show that we've ever aired. If you like to request some music or send something for me to play, email it to vradio@onlyonemediagroup.com. That is V as in Victor. And here's my disclaimer: we are genre free, we do not judge, and we absolutely do not base our opinions on hearsay but facts alone. And actually, scratch all of that, because all of my opinions are always right. That's the bottom line. This is my show, so deal with it. Just kidding. On behalf of myself, Denny, I appreciate all you guys for tuning in, either afterwards or live with us. Spread the word, because sharing is caring. We stepped up our game just for you guys and our guests to make sure that you have the best experience here on our show. Be sure to connect with me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, Snapchat, TikTok, at all social media sites, as well as Spreaker, YouTube. We always follow back. Okay, well, just remember to put yourself into everything that you do and never stop investing in yourself. Peace, love, grilled cheese, and talk with you later.
You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, the people's choice for quality interviews, art, music, and hot topics. Hosted by Demetrius Whodini-Blak Reynolds of the duo No Longer the Hero. All episodes of this podcast are available for free download at www.onlyonemediagroup.com. This is a Seventh Sign Regime Rebirth Worldwide Syndicate exclusive.